Welcome to my channel. Enjoy this video and subscribe my channel. With 2024's Despicable Me 4 continuing the franchise's blockbuster pedigree, attention turns to the spin-offs, and Minions 3 is already in the works with an announced release date. Beginning in 2010 with Despicable Me, the lovable yellow henchmen have stolen the show in each of the family-friendly franchise's installments, and their antics were further fleshed out in the spin-off films. The Minions subseries began in 2015 with the eponymous first entry, and is set before the events of the Despicable Me trilogy. 2015's Minions was a massive box office success, and it didn't take long for a sequel to be green-lit by Illumination and Universal. Minions: The Rise of Gru follows on from the events of the first movie, documenting Gru's early steps on the journey to becoming an evil mastermind. The generally positive reception enjoyed by Minions 2, along with positive box office numbers, suggests that the wider Despicable Me series still has appeal. Coupled with some key plot developments, Minions: The Rise of Gru set the foundations for Minions 3, and the threequel is on the way. The latest news about Minions 3 hot on the heels of Despicable Me 4's blockbuster debut in July 2024. The latest news confirms the release date for Minions 3. The film was simultaneously confirmed and given a release date, with the third prequel film now scheduled to arrive on June 30, 2027. Though the 3-year wait seems daunting, the announcement of Minions 3 does continue the franchise trend of alternating between a mainline Despicable Me film and a Minions spin-off. Along with the confirmation of the film and its release date, it has also been revealed that Minions 2015 scribe Brian Lynch will pen the threequel, while longtime franchise director Pierre Coffin will direct. Coffin has also voiced the Minions since the debut of Despicable Me in 2010, and it's assumed he'll reprise his roles again. The Minions 3 release date: In an unusual move, Illumination and Universal simultaneously revealed that Minions 3 was in the works, and that it has a place on the upcoming schedule. Minions 3 is now set to debut on June 30, 2027, a little less than 3 years after the movie was initially announced. Considering its blockbuster potential, it makes sense that Minions 3 would be a summer release, but it's unclear if the June 2027 date will change at some point in the future. Since the Illuminations movie will probably be the juggernaut of the summer, other movies will likely adjust their schedules to avoid it. Minions 3 cast details: Without definite plot details, it's difficult to say for certain who will return from Minions 3. However, the story does allow for some key figures to make a comeback. In addition to Steve Carell as young Gru, and Pierre Coffin, who has voiced the Minions since their inception, there is a possible return for Alan Arkin's Wild Knuckles, after he and Gru rode off into the sunset together. Other returnees could include the likes of Will Arnett and Steve Coogan, who have made cameos in several movies and reprised their role in Minions: The Rise of Gru. Minions 3 story details: Nothing is known about Minions 3's story, but it could feature another adventure with Gru and Wild Knuckles. Another potential angle is one that could directly tie the prequel series to the original Despicable Me movies. In the Minions: The Rise of Gru's mid-credits scene, Gru is shown an airship by Dr. Nefario that resembles the one that appears later in the timeline. With that in mind, it's possible that Minions 3 could take place closer to the events of 2010's Despicable Me, thus bringing the franchise full circle.